Om Shanti. Good morning, Yan morning. Baba's Murli. Today is the 29th of July, 2022. In the essence, Baba says, sweet children, you have to uplift your equals. The Father has placed the urn of knowledge on you mothers, and you mothers therefore have a huge responsibility. Question: for which special task are you mothers the instruments? What responsibility do you have? Answer: you are instruments to make the impure world pure, to make hell into heaven. The Father has placed the urn of knowledge on you mothers, and you therefore have the responsibility of granting everyone salvation. You are the Shiv Shakti army. You now have to benefit your equals, save everyone from becoming impure. You also have to uplift the prostitutes. So, O traveler of the night, do not become weary. The destination of dawn is not far off. Om Shanti. You children heard a line of the song. We are now going towards our homeland. That is, we are going towards the land of happiness. You mothers have been made instruments to carry out the establishment of the land of happiness. The urn of knowledge has been placed on you mothers, just as a ceremony for the opening of the establishment of something is carried out, so too the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is carrying out the opening of paradise through you mothers. The urn is placed on you mothers. Therefore, you children now have to become alert. This is the Shakti army. The Father gives the responsibility to you children. It isn't that the Father has given those gurus the responsibility of granting everyone salvation. You now know that it is the task of the mothers to grant salvation. Salvation is received through knowledge. The mothers have received the urn of knowledge. It is shown that the urn is first placed on the world mother. In the scriptures, they have mentioned the name of Lakshmi. There is this difference. The urn has been placed on you mothers. The urn has been placed on Kali. There is praise of Kali. They've created many images. So the urn is now placed on you mothers because you mothers who are your equals are now in a bad state. You are called Shiv Shaktis. You are an incognito army. Your intellects should have enthusiasm. You are establishing your self-sovereignty. The expression, salutations to the mothers, has been remembered. The name of the land of Bharat is also remembered. They say, victory to the mothers of Bharat, that is, victory to the mothers who live in Bharat. Victory to the mothers who are making the world into heaven. They have made a mistake and simply spoken of the mothers of Bharat. Baba is glorifying the name of you mothers. He inspires the carrying out of the opening ceremony of heaven. You say that Shiv Baba is making the world into heaven through you mothers. You shot arrows of knowledge at Bisham Pitanamai, etc. The Father says, don't be afraid to shoot arrows of knowledge. You have to study and teach others. Your army become the instruments. You are master knowledgeful. They have portrayed Saraswati with a sitar because she is the cleverest of all. The world doesn't know this. You know that you are now becoming beautiful from ugly. They go to Kali. They call out to her, Ma, Ma. They cry out so much, don't even ask. Nothing happens through that, though. There is a lot of praise of Kali in Calcutta. This Brahma is not a mother, and this is why you mothers are given the earth. You are an army of mamas, all equal. You say, Baba, whatever I am and however I am yours. That one also says, whatever you are, however you are mine. However, you have to follow Srimad. All of you are brides. All of you say that you belong to God. You are given the explanation that all of you are children of Shiva. You have to prove this. First of all, there is the praise of Shiva. He is the highest on high. He alone is called God. Shiva alone gives us the inheritance. He is the incorporeal father of all souls. Therefore, you daughters now have to uplift your equals. All the responsibility is given to you, mothers. The Father also says, salutations to the mothers. That one salutes you, and you then salute him. It is a wonder. This too is fixed in the drama. You know that Shiv Baba grants visions. Even while sitting at home, you can have visions of the one with the peacock feathered crown. And of course, that is Krishna. Everyone has a crown. This is a trademark that is used. They have given Krishna such a big crown. Otherwise, he doesn't wear such a big crown. The Father sits here and gives you mothers a vision of your aim and objective. You will become a mother of a prince. Not everyone will become the mother of Krishna. There are many princes and princesses. To be the mother of a prince means to become an emperor or empress. Your aim and objective are so good. You will have a prince in your lap. You daughters have a lot of responsibility. There should be a big gathering of you. You should create a memorandum, and the memorandum should be, we Shiv Shaktis are the mothers of Bharat. We made Bharat into heaven by following Srimad. Even in the previous cycle, mothers have, I will say, mothers, you have to be very clever. Nowadays, your equals have eaten a great deal for poison. Therefore, you should speak out to help them. Tell the government, we make Bharat into heaven every cycle with the power of purity. But they are creating these obstacles in this. We want to remain pure. Together with you, some men will say, some men too will say that purity truly is very good. People have birth control pills in order not to have children, but nothing is accomplished by that. The Father says, become pure. The brothers are also helpers of you mothers. You daughters should become alert. You too have to show your sparkle. Tell the government what we should tell the government. God the Father says, become pure. All are children of Shiv Baba, therefore, they are all brothers. Then, because of being children of Prajapita Brahma, we are brothers and sisters. The new world is now being established. The children of Shiv Baba are also the children of Prajapita Brahma, and they are brothers and sisters. They cannot exchange poison with one another. This is a tact. The Father made you pure in the same way in the previous cycle too. We are now conquering Maya Ravan. This Ravan is Bharat's great enemy because you were defeated by Ravan. You were defeated in everything. Rama comes and enables you to gain victory over Ravan. However, even now, some of you have so much attachment to your husbands, etc. Don't even ask. You mothers have now received the urn. You should explain that you are opening the gates to heaven. They have portrayed Lakshmi with an urn. However, Lakshmi is pure. What would she do with the urn of knowledge? The urn of knowledge is with the world mother. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, has now issued an ordinance. What is this ordinance? Lust is the greatest enemy. Those who conquer it will become elevated and become the masters of heaven. You children should have a lot of love for each other. This is like an army that has come together of the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. No one knows where anyone is. Not all of the children at all the centers can be invited here. Mothers have a lot of bondage. They also have to look after their children, otherwise the men would report them. But when the men go away, who in fact looks after the households then? You have to show them that those people teach Hatha Yoga and that we teach Raja Yoga. This is why we have to receive salvation. Baba has told you. Also explain to prostitutes that they should now stop that dirty business. Tell them to become the gates to heaven. If you accomplish this task, your name will be glorified very much. You have to benefit them. This confluence age is benevolent. You have to cry out a great deal for purity. Have mercy for these prostitutes. The government too now employs them with one task of work or another. Explain in such a way that it is printed in the newspapers that the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are giving knowledge to even prostitutes and liberating them from that dirty business, because lust is the greatest enemy. You become impure and dirty through it. This world is corrupt. The father comes and uplifts the mothers. It is the duty of the brothers to become helpers. Those who make effort will claim a high status. You should have mercy for your equals. This place is called a brothel, meaning this world. The Father comes and makes it into the temple of Shiva. In fact, these are aspects of knowledge. The Father enters this body of a human being and gives this knowledge to you. You know that you are now changing from those in a graveyard into those who are in the land of angels. This is the lake of knowledge. You children continue to dip yourselves in knowledge, but there is no question of water, etc. here. When they go on pilgrimages, they make a lot of effort, etc. To go on foot carrying so much luggage is very hard work. You have now understood that Baba sits in a human body and bathes you in knowledge. However, there are no angels, etc. It is Baba who is making you into angels of knowledge. These are such good things that have to be imbibed. If you daughters become alert, you can do a lot of service. You mothers have to go. Tell them, wherever prostitutes are, create groups of them. Explain to their seniors. However, it shouldn't be that externally you're saying mine is one alone and none other, but internally someone else keeps pulling you. That cannot work either. Become a true child of the Father. Where is that cheerfulness on your faces? Oh, you're going to meet the unlimited Father, and so You should come running to meet him in great happiness. I will go and become a garland around Baba's neck. Don't get tired. Your remembrance is a race. Those are physical races. This is your spiritual race. Your faces should glow with happiness. When a wife's husband was lost and is then found, she runs frantically through the streets to meet him again. That one is the unlimited husband of all husbands. What do you have to be afraid of? You should come running to meet the one from whom you receive the inheritance of heaven. Acha, okay, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children. Love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana, points to practice for today. First point, become a true child of the Father. Make sure there isn't one thing internally and something else externally. Go ahead in the spiritual race of remembrance. Become very cheerful and happy. Second point, live with one another with a lot of love. Organize a gathering of the Shiv Shakti army and save your equals. Create methods to become pure and enable others to become pure. Baba's blessing for today. May you create your stage of happiness with your elevated awareness and become an embodiment of happiness. The basis of your stage is your awareness. You simply have to be an embodiment of awareness, for as is your awareness, so will be your stage. Maintain the awareness of being happy, and your stage will be of happiness. If you have an awareness of sorrow, your stage will be of sorrow. Sorrow is going to increase in the world. Everything is going to go into its extreme. But you, children of the ocean of happiness, will remain constantly happy and be detached from sorrow as embodiments of happiness. Therefore, no matter what happens, you will stay constantly in pleasure. And the slogan for today, to save the treasure of time from being wasted is a sign of an intense effort maker. Om Shanti. So, do have a very powerful day in Baba's remembrance. Baba is emphasizing so much on becoming pure. So let us be pure in our thoughts, words, and action, body, mind, and will. Do have a very special, powerful day. Om Shanti.